last episode, like the first part was like actually like a train wreck. Like I swear, we were both like cracked, dude. Like,
it was bad. Okay, well, this is episd 9 for anyone viewing.
Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Wait, which is
this? Is episode 9. I counted it before the podcast
sure?
just to make sure. This is episode 9.
Wait, just before we get into intros and everything like that, did we say that last week was 8 or did we say 8? 7?
We said 8.
Okay, so we did get
We're
it
chilling.
Right.
We're actually. I watched it back. I was like, we nailed it, but we just threw.
Oh. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find a link, bro.
Did he die?
You trying to stream? Oh, I found it.
Yeah. Wait, did Uncle Slip die? Do you?
I'm right here. What?
Dude, your hands were just Wait, you saw that, right? Ur2Slow?
No, I didn't see shit. I wasn't
looking. See, King.
What,
you
bro?
am
look at the
frozen?
stream. Look at the stream. You were like frozen for a hot second. Bro.
Oh, I just said it. Okay,
you vanished. You troll.
Okay. Wow, we're like 2 minutes in. We haven't even introed yet.
Yeah.
Come on, King. Get your shit together. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Ur2Slow or Sebastian. Sebastian, how you doing today, bro?
I'm great, man. I'm vibing. How are you doing today, bro?
Bro, I'm always vibing. You know me. When am I not vibing?
True.
I just came back from Brazil, man. It's
wild. How's Brazil? How's Brazil? Tell us a little bit.
It was actually pretty great. It's actually amazing. Like, memes aside, like I know everybody makes the memes like, oh no, I don't want to go to Brazil. Yeah. I got sent there unwillingly, but once I got there, I mean, I made, I broke bread there. I made do. Actually,
Okay. Sorry.
I was gonna say one of the best things about Brazil is the food, actually. And there's this one burger I got. It was I have the video of it. It's literally a 7-patty burger. It's a burger with like 7 patties. They call it the 7 Guys burger. Dude, like you think it's gonna give you a heart attack because it tastes like it will, but like trust, when I see this burger fucks, like this is the best burger I've ever had in my life. This was definitely the best burger, dude.
7 patties up, 2 buns.
Yes.
Toppings too? They got like veggies and shit in there, or is it just like 7 burgers?
Better.
Oh, it's like it has cheese and that's it, and a bunch of grease.
Damn, no greens.
It's nothing, bro.
Cholesterol, ladies and gentlemen.
They want your cholesterol to go up, but that's the funny thing. Like you would think that America is the king of burgers because that's why everyone talks about.
I was about to say you left America to
left America to get
American food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like trust me when I say they do it better. They somehow make it better. So that.
Okay.
But no, it's not even just that. It's like the great thing about Brazil, I mean, at least to an American, like if you're making American currency, then it's definitely like a very massive privilege to be in Brazil because food costs nothing. Like for example, I'm a very big fan of sushi. It's like one of my favorite foods, probably my favorite food. And I love to get bento boxes, or I like to get at least like a lot of nigiri, salmon nigiris, or like sashimis and stuff like that.
That's a good.
You can get a whole like $30 value bento box. What it would cost normally in America or like the United States, in Brazil for like $4, and I'm not exaggerating.
Jeez, that's pretty good.
Bro, I got a cheat day tomorrow, and you're gonna make me act up right now.
I'm gonna make you fly to Brazil and get some sushi.
And like I gotta eat in like a calorie deficit today too, so like I'm having like less food. So like, bro, you like blew me out of the water too, because like, bro, my biggest burger ever. Well, I had it like 3 months ago, and it was 6 patties. But you had to one.
Where'd you get 6 patties from? Where'd you get 6 patties?
There's a place in Toronto that opened up literally like a 2-minute drive from my house when I was at university. So like 3 months. Oh my god, he just sent a photo of it, and I
dropped it.
Oh wait.
Okay, we're gonna for the TikTok, we're gonna drop it on screen what this behemoth looks like.
No, you gotta look at this.
The big 7. Bro, the best part about that too.
Did you put it in Twitter or did you put it in Discord?
No, they put it in the Discord. Check the Discord. We'll put it up. We'll put it up in the VOD.
Yeah,
we'll put it up in the VOD. But listen, like, the best part about this image is just like bread and then meat, cheese. Literally no color variation, no lettuce, no nothing. I love that.
No, I tell you, it's just grease and heart attack, bro. It's just cheese.
Well, bro, if your food doesn't kill you, are you really enjoing food, right?
True.
That's the whole point, bro.
True.
If I'm gonna go out, I want it to be in Brazil. That's the only way I want to go out, bro. It's the best story.
Oh man, and the weather there too.
I mean, it's not too different from what I'm used to because I live in Florida. And
fair enough. Okay,
yeah,
well, King and I are in Canada, right?
Yeah,
so,
it's cold, bro.
Anything is better than here.
It's just tropical rainstorms and lightning and shit like that all the time, and that's basically what Brazil is. Yeah, dude, actually, I had the most Brazilian experience I could possibly ask for. Outside of like getting robbed or something, what happened was I went to Brazil. And like the first thing that happened,
man really just dropped it, bro. We're 5 minutes into the podcast already.
All our Brazilian viewers are fucking gone, dude.
Yeah, they're gone, bro. All Brazilian sponsors have pulled out. Movistar gone.
I walked into literally when I got into my house, like the first week I was there, I remember I was streaming. And I streamed once, and then the next day I was playing another stream, and immediately the power goes out because like there was like a huge lightning storm, and then the power goes out, like everything stops working, and then I'm like, what happened? I called my landlord, and he told me the transformer like exploded like on the block. So,
just of course,
just casually,
just another night in Brazil.
Yeah,
they like told me that it's like that's just normal in Brazil. So I'm like, bro, I can't even do anything. So I go on my phone, I tell them like I'm gonna have to cancel the stream because my transformer exploded. And then like all like the Brazilian people like for my stream, literally go like, yo, I can't believe Ur2Slow just came to Brazil. He's already experiencing all the Brazilian moments. But yeah, no.
How long did it take them to fix that? Because it exploded, right? So like.
Yeah. I mean, they just replaced it.
Oh, okay.
But it took like the whole. It was the next day the internet was back up. But like it definitely was like a pain in the ass. 'Cause, like, I remember I walked outside and someone like parked his car and just had his like the beams from his car just light up the block because the whole block was dark because even like the street lights were off. Mm-hmm. So literally, he was just using his car to like light up the street. He's just chilling there, just hanging out, waiting for
just Brazil things, you know. Yeah,
that was so funny. Another experience I had that was funny is I went to a restaurant and there was just monkeys swinging around. I'm not exaggerating. I posted a video on Twitter about this. It was literally just like there's this restaurant that it's somewhere like far from the city because I was staying in Sao Paulo, but I drove like an hour away to like some jungle area, and there is this one restaurant nearby. And I remember the reason I would go there because I was talking to my friend. I was like, "Yo, I want to see monkeys so badly. I know they exist here. I'm gonna find it." And she told me, "It's like, oh, there's actually this restaurant I know that always has monkeys swinging around." So we go over there.
Just casually, okay.
Yeah.
There's like these monkeys just vibing, bro. They're like just hanging out. And we went to buy banana. I thought it was a meme. Apparently, like if you bring bananas, monkeys will actually chase you. Like I really thought it was a meme. I thought it was just like some cartoon shit.
Oh, so you fed them bananas?
I brought. Like, I know monkeys eat bananas. I know that. But I didn't think that, like, if you walked up and you just brought out bananas, the monkeys would just, like, stare you down. And it was just, like, they would just jump down and start following you. And what happened was, like, the monkeys literally started following me. So I was giving out bananas and shit. And one of these monkeys jumped on the counter at the restaurant. And I see this old lady, like, run out. She's, like, trying to shoot. She's like, no, get the counter. Like, she's just yelling at the monkeys. And the monkeys, like, freak out. And they start knocking glasses over. And they run out.
How big are these? Because I imagine these are like smaller monkeys, right? Because they're just hanging around. Or are they like big boys? Like, are they like kind of intimidating?
Bro, can you imagine these Hagambes are just
like that's what I'm thinking.
Like silverback gorillas, like give me the banana, baby.
No one hang out there. We don't die. No, it was just monkeys like it's on your shoulder. It's like small monkeys.
Oh, okay.
I would say about like yay big.
Okay.
So still pretty.
Still,
beefy,
yeah.
you know?
If they're sitting on your shoulder, they're right beside your face. They can just like grab you.
Still enough of a noticeable entity in the room to distract you from your low main or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the size of a small dog, but like it's kind of like if we would fight, I would still win. So
you're just eating some chicken, rice, and beans, like just chilling. Oh, there's just a monkey. Oh, he just
casually
my food, just casually, like you're just watching it.
That'd be so annoying if you're just trying to eat, like enjoy some chicken parmesan, and like a freaking monkey just comes out of nowhere and starts like attacking you.
Starts like eating it. Yeah, I mean like. I've been on vacation in like Mexico and Cuba before. Like obviously, like I haven't really like gone past like beaches and whatnot, so I really haven't like experienced it fully. But like they have like massive lizards and iguanas that just like roam the entire place, and I'm cool with reptiles, so I think they're sick. Like I don't get like too close to them because I just don't want to die. Like I don't know what they're gonna do to me, but like I like see them and they're chilling, they're just vibing. But they do whatever the hell they want. They're kind of like the equivalent of like geese up here in Canada, where like people just back up. They're like, dude, the goose could literally like steal my girl, like slap her on the ass and just walk away with her, and I can't do anything because he's gonna peck at me or some shit like that. So, you know,
it's funny hearing you say that because. I do gotta recognize that you're obviously from Canada, so it's like a whole different world out there.
Yeah,
but, like out here in Florida, that's just like normal everyday shit, like iguanas and like reptiles just walking everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like every time I walk out my house, there's like 50 iguanas just vibing, and like they're like this big, they're like literally like 3 feet or like 3 or 4 feet long.
Dude, I think that's sick. I actually think it's so cool, like the whole reptile game, but also like granted, like I just don't want to be walking one day and there's like, oh, there's just a gator on the sidewalk.
Dude, that happened
Like,
to
I
me
feel like
actually.
that's,
That happened when we went to Orlando.
it didn't.
No, it did. No, it did. Right?
Sorry,
No, not in Canada.
I thought no. I thought you were going to say in BC. I was like, there's not a single alligator in British Columbia. You are capping so hard, but no.
I went to Orlando for like the World of Dance stuff, and there's like a sign, and we're like, we look at the sign because we're always all from like Vancouver, so we're like, oh, we've never seen a gator in real life, so we're like joking about it, and we see the sign, it's like, watch out for the gators, and we're like, gators? Like, we're looking around like, where could there be a gator? I shit you not, like, it's like the movie thing where you look around and then you see it, and it's like literally across the street from me, just staring at me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Bro,
like, it's
like
just so big.
But like,
yeah, like, I mean, because like it's like a swamp area, so they don't even keep the gauge, they try to cage them, but this one was so fat it just breaks the cage when they try to cage it, like it just climbs over it and like knocks it over. So like casually they tell you if the gator comes, just go up the stairs because he just roams around the floor level, like he just casually walks around, and they can't do anything because he's so big. And it's like, I was like, is this like, no wonder this hotel was so cheap. Like at first I'm thinking, okay, maybe, you know, it's just a weird area, but no. It's cheap because there's literally like 6 gators, like
just alligators
just right there, just chilling, like, dude.
Like Florida seems like such a great place to like retire and move to, but then also just like, I don't want to die. Like that's literally why people are like, oh, my #1 destination is Australia, and I'm like, bro, have you seen the spiders in there?
Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, you
absolutely not.
You actually need to be Australia though. Like, it's not like you go to freaking Florida and Godzilla is just hanging out.
Oh, of course, no. Australia's a whole different breed, bro. But also, like, granted, Florida, you have to deal with the Florida man, which is its own.
Oh
species,
right? That's a different. That's a super villain that we have here. That's a real problem.
See, that's the threat. That's the species.
Like,
that's
alligators are friendly. Like, people have alligators as pets. They walk them on the street normally, like all the time. But,
do people have Florida man as pets? Like, have you ever seen like a leash or two around a Florida man? Maybe.
I haven't seen it, but I would imagine it's a real thing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. But that sounds
Florida.
Like Probably somewhere else. Where I'm at, it's a nicer neighborhood, but probably like in like the Ratchet area of Florida. If I just go south like 20 minutes, it's like it's a normal thing. I can see it.
The real shit. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's the fun stuff when you just walk out in broad daylight and there's a guy, you know, on methamphetamines. That's the fun stuff.
Actually, I have I have my most Florida moment. I would imagine.
No. So, wait, this is the fact that you literally, like, I said that and you were like, I have a moment that I need to share. Oh, boy.
There are 2 major Florida stories. There's one that I've experienced and one I just like heard on the news. The most Florida moment I've heard on the news was, I remember this one time. It was about this person that like was driving a car on the highway and they ran into a baby alligator, and so they stole the baby alligator from the fucking highway. Then he drove to nearby Wendy's, and then he threw the alligator through the Wendy's drive-through. Like, just threw the alligator, and they just drove off. I don't know why. They probably like they went over there earlier.
They fucked up his baconator, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get him back." They
probably fucked his order up earlier, so he just stole an alligator and threw it. So that was the one story I heard, and he got arrested for that. Another story that I heard. Not my bad. The story that I've experienced, the most Florida experience I've had, is that I used to work at Sears a couple of years ago, and what I did was loss prevention. What loss prevention is essentially like you just sit in like a computer room that has like all these cameras or whatever. Like you just watch screens to make sure no one's stealing.
Okay.
Well, in fact, they don't do that shit anymore. So they're going bankrupt or something. But
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure Sears is just like dying. So like,
no.
Oh my God,
you said Sears. I was like,
holy shit.
Still Sears?
I forgot about that.
They still exist for some reason, but like they're going like bankrupt or something, which is why I don't work anymore. A long time ago. But what happened was I used to work there. I remember like one time I'm watching like the cameras, and I see this one dude walk in. He looks like LeBron James if he was on crack. So I literally see this, and I'm like, "Yo, is that crackhead LeBron James?" And I was like so interested because he literally looks like LeBron James on crack.
Yeah,
like almost detail for detail. So like I'm just watching this dude, and then I see like he just takes a cart and he just starts like throwing shit in the cart. So I'm like, all right, that's like not normal behavior. No one walks into a Sears and just throws shit in the cart. So
well, first problem is no one walks into a Sears.
Yeah, that's the first one.
That was the red flag. It wasn't the crack cocaine. It was the fact that he was in the Sears. Continue. Sorry.
For sure, the cocaine in Florida is normal, but so he
the cocaine is normal. The Sears isn't.
Just casually.
What a world we live in. You know, Sears. Oh, this is.
I don't know.
But yeah, he grabs stuff, and then like at one point he just stops, and he just kind of like shakes and then scratches his arm, and then he just walks into a bathroom. And I'm like, all right, I'll just wait for him to walk out the bathroom. Yeah. So I'm literally waiting there for like 30 minutes. like watching the bathroom door and like nothing happens. I'm like, I tell my boss, I'm like, hey, this dude just walks in the bathroom. And like, I don't know if he's taking like a mean one or something over there, but like he's kind of stuck. So my boss walks in there just like, you know, to see what's going on. He walks back to me. He's like, it smells kind of weird in there. But like nothing's happening. So we wait another 30 minutes and he just doesn't walk out. So we just go in and then we just knock on the stall. It's like, hey, are you good, bro? And like he doesn't say anything. So we kick the door open and he OD'd on the fucking floor. And we're just like,
god.
yeah, I know. We're like, what the fuck? So we call an ambulance.
Bro, and you're just like, I just work at Sears, dude. Yeah, this is not for me. Like, how do you react to that? Oh my god.
I just see one girl. I was like, LeBron James, no. So we call the fucking ambulance, and they put him in a stretcher. And the second he gets on the stretcher, he just fucking jumps, and he's like, what's going on? And he's like freaking out. And they're like, bro, you OD'd in the bathroom. And he's like, don't take me to the hospital. I can't go there, bro. So they just take him to the fucking hospital, obviously. And then like 2 days later, I'm on the computer again, just watching, and he walks back in 2 days later.
The plot
like,
thickens.
Listen, he didn't get what he needed last time, clearly, so he's
right?
gotta get it, you know?
No, he came back in, yeah.
Yeah, I see. I'm like, wait, was fucking OD here not a
bro? That man walked into Sears, know what he wanted. He was determined. I don't even know what they sell at Sears.
I genuinely can't think of that. I don't know.
He didn't.
Wait, no. This is actually a question. What do they sell at Sears? It's furniture, right? Or it's everything.
Kinda.
Is there food there? Do they have food at Sears?
They sell like everything that you would need in like a house, but it's like IKEA, but like not.
No, it's like they sell not just that, they sell mostly clothes. That's the main thing they sell. But they also sell stuff for the house, like washing machines, beds, whatever, plates, if you need that, dildos. But like the main thing that they try to that the guy was searching for was entirely
Yo, catch me lacking at Sears, bro.
Yeah.
No, but like what happened was like he came 2 days later, and the main thing I was concerned was like, bro, you almost fucking died here. And your first instinct after
he needed that dildo.
He was like, yeah, I need to come back for that. So he comes back to Sears, like literally. So I'm watching him, and I was like, all right, let me see what he tries to steal this time. If he walks in the bathroom, I'm definitely gonna call the police. So he just starts grabbing jeans and like perfume, and then he runs out. So I'm like, all right, this dude's trying to steal it. So I walk out the computer room, like both me and my boss like run out to like try to stop the dude, and we go from like a different door because he comes out from like the exit here. But there's like another door, so we try to like basically like try to like meet him in the middle when he's trying to like leave. So we meet him and we're like, hey man, we saw you steal the shit. We need you to come back with us. He's like, hey man, and, like he starts slurring his words. He's trying to like run around us. So he starts running, and then as he runs, a fucking white van comes out of nowhere and starts driving. And he starts chasing the white van. We're like, what the fuck is that? A getaway car? So apparently they're planning a fucking heist at Sears. So this dude starts running with the bag, so I'm chasing him. And I grab the bag and I rip the bag open so the shit falls out. And then he jumps in the white van. Like the dude fucking like opens the door and like reaches his hand out. And he jumps in the white van and he just drives off. And that was like the last time I ever seen crack at LeBron James. But like, it was such like a fucking surreal experience. It was like, what the fuck was he planning?
Bro, I feel like I get it though. Like as someone, okay, I've never committed crimes, right? So I can't place myself in the mindset of someone who's going through that. But like, I think if I were to target a place, Sears seems like a good option. Like it's got everything, but also like it's going out of business.
True.
So like if I was like, bro, like you're imagine some 16-year-old kid is working the cat. Oh no, don't steal that. Oh no, no, stop, don't do that.
That's literally the thing. No one gives a fuck. It's my job to give a fuck, and that's why
Sears, like,
that's what I'm supposed to do.
If I was gonna rob a store, I'd probably pick a Sears watch.
Yeah.
Me and King are coming for you.
We're coming for Sears.
The sponsors didn't hear that, so
no,
we don't get demonetized, for threatening to rob a Sears on the podcast.
Like
so they don't even exist anymore, so like you don't have to worry. I mean, it still exists in my area. Like the one I worked at, it's still alive, but like they got rid of like so many like positions there that's like 5 people.
Wow.
And
then, to be honest, I didn't even know they were still a thing. So when you said Sears, like I just had like I've never even been inside one, like let alone like thought of it in the last like 5 years.
I mean, you're not missing out, but
yeah,
it's not
clearly,
unless you want to.
I mean, your Sears sound way cooler than our Sears. I don't think that's ever like. No, I don't think a guy ODing in the bathroom sounds like a cool time, like... but more interesting than probably like Canadian Sears. It's probably just far more tame. than the
OD on
forks.
maple syrup, bro.
For
Bro,
real.
you gotta watch out. That maple syrup will do you dirty. I
It
swear.
is very, yeah.
It's addicting, bro. Bro, I checked. No. You're gonna actually like. Speaking of that, I went to the store yesterday. Okay, because I have literally every breakfast since like October. I have protein pancakes. Okay, and I have sugar-free maple syrup with it because just sugar. You know, I gotta keep trim. You know what I'm saying, for the ladies. Like so, basically, I get the sugar-free stuff. But I go to the store and they just didn't have any, so I'm like looking at all the backs of the maple syrup and whatnot. And bro, I literally like hit me. I was like, no wonder this shit tastes good. For every like 2 tablespoons, there's 70 grams of sugar and maple syrup. And I was like, that's like drinking 2 cans of soda for a spoon. Like that's crazy.
It's actually I went to one. There was like when I was younger, there was this thing we did for like a school trip. We went to this place. I think it might be what you're talking about. Yeah.
Did you do the toffee where you pour it on the ice? Is that what you
Yeah, that shit.
Sebastian's not gonna get any of this shit.
I'm American.
They like showed you how like maple syrup's made and shit, and like all the stuff that goes into it. And, like they like let you like as a kid like do it kind of like you're like ooh like I'm cool like I get to make maple syrup.
Yeah, you get to hit it to the tree. This is the most
so
Canadian
cool. It's so Canadian
They
though.
will take you to like a maple syrup reservoir, basically like where they farm it, and you learn how it's made, and then you make like taffy and like they always have a gift shop, and it's always the most expensive maple syrup you'll ever find ever, bro. That's the most Canadian thing I can think of. Every Canadian person has been on that.
How much does it cost?
Like, well, okay, maple syrup is pricey, like just generally because it's super labor intensive, like to manufacture.
In Canada, maybe in freaking America, they process.
No. Like, okay, well, the Aunt Jemima shit is like fake, right? So it's literally like nothing. It costs nothing. It's like a handful of bucks for a bottle, whatever. But like real stuff, like I think if you want like an actual bottle, it's usually like $15 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
King, is that right?
It's something like that, yeah.
Right?
Because it's like they make it
at the gift shops, dude. Like, oh my god, you could pay literally like $50 for like a bottle this big.
Yeah.
Like if you want the primo like maple syrup from like.
But it's also the logo and the experience and like it's like getting a brand kind of like it's like
is it like
you're getting it from there.
Water? Like what is it? Like, give you an outer world experience.
Bro, they shave some truffles in there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, it makes you live 5 years longer. Like
the vitality syrup, the forbidden syrup. You know?
Yeah, like I know in America it's obviously different because like here it's fake shit or whatever. Everything's processed. Everything. Yeah. The first thing that happened when I came back to America is like for the first week, literally like my stomach feels like terrible. Like I just went from eating like real food in Brazil to like coming to America and just eating junk. So I'm like, oh dude.
Well, bro, listen, like when I was in grade 9 or 10, I had this exchange trip with a guy who lived in Sweden. And so when he came to Canada, like granted, like Canada, obviously, like we have like small differences, but we're basically the same country, like more or less, like culturally very similar and all that. So like, you know, he comes over here and he's literally like sick for like a week and a half just because like, dude, when I went to Sweden, they eat like clean compared to the way like normal like Canadian American like cuisine, you know, if we can call it that. Like is, you know what I mean? Like we were eating normal food for me, and he's over here like, oh, I cannot eat the food. That's like Italian. The worst Swedish. I gotta work on it though. I went to Sweden 6 or 7 years ago.
No.
Please.
It's so terrible, the food here. No, for real. That again, that's the best part about Brazil, bar none. Like like going from America to Brazil, you're gonna be eating like a king, bro. You're gonna be eating.
And it's cheap too. That's the crazy part. Like it's good food for a low price, and then you come to America, even Canada, because Canada's like more expensive stuff that you guys get for free.
It's just even you guys like
it's so bad.
Cheaper in Brazil, but we have like our cheap food is like even way more expensive than even when you do like the currency change, like the fast food compared to our fast food is like crazy different prices. It's actually insane.
I think that helps us wean us off fast food though, because then we're like, oh, it's like I could buy spaghetti and make myself something for a week, or buy like
no, it doesn't. Shut the fuck up. We all eat it all the time. Like let's not pretend.
Listen,
like, I'm not eating Chipotle. No. King tried to get away with like guys, I don't have McDonald's now.
I would imagine also like your minimum wage or like your average salaries in Canada are way better than America.
I think it's like for us anyways, like something like $15, but for you guys, I think that's around like 11.
Like, I guess we don't have because every state is different. It's not like it's general throughout America. For example, my states, I think the minimum wage is $7 an hour, which is like super low. Yeah. And it's especially help if you live in Miami. Like, depends where you live in Florida, but that's another thing. Not only is it different throughout states, it's also different within the state. For example, if you live in like Miami, rent can be like $1,800 a month for like a studio. like a 1 bedroom at best. But like if you go up to like Orlando, you can get like a 2 bedroom for the same price. So it's like a major difference. So if you're gonna like live off like a low salary, you have to be like north compared to like
That's like, dude, that's like the same thing in Toronto because like the housing here is murked, bro. Like if you want like a shack, it's literally like $3,000 a month. Like I kid you not, like if it's anywhere downtown, you're paying so much money, it's insane. Like thank God I live like because of university, I'm like 2 hours away from Toronto, so like my rent's dirt cheap. I'm chilling, I'm good. You know,
it's like that in Vancouver too. Vancouver's so expensive.
Vancouver's
like you get like a little like garbage can, and they're like, yeah, that'd be 10K, a week, and you're like, bro, what? Hello, like,
you're like, well, bro, you can't even afford that because you're literally dropping like $6,000 on posters, bro. Let me tell you, like, this guy last podcast revealed that he spent something like what was it?
No, I didn't spend it. I didn't spend it. Someone gave it to me for that price. That's what I was saying. Someone bought that for me.
Said you bought it.
Oh God, no! I wouldn't do that for me.
Okay, because I was like, bro, you complain about rent and then you spend $600 on a poster of Pepe.
Fucking Mona Lisa poster.
That's what I said. I was like, this better be like gemmed out. Like it better be like beveled and it better have texture. It better scratch and sniff.
No, like, okay,
it better be intuitive.
Essentially what happened was I got like a fun like game show, right? And I live with the philosophy in life is like if you just ask enough like dumb questions, eventually someone's gonna be like, sure, why not, right? So as a joke, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if, for example, I make like top 10 in your game show? Could I have the Pepe painting? He's like, that's 500 bones. I was like, it was just a question. I didn't think he'd actually say yeah. He's like, sure. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, if you do it, bet. Made top 10. I think I made like top like 7 or whatever. That didn't matter. It wasn't about that. It was about like the fun video I'll make later. But the point is that he was down to do that. So he did that. It's currently shipping, but it took a while because there's like a Russian holiday I didn't know about. Like, I think all of like... it was like...
Russian
I didn't know, dude. Apparently like all of February, they just don't do work. They're just like, no. Like they just didn't ship anything. Yeah, I didn't know they have holidays either. I'm gonna be real. I did not know. I don't know the culture.
I just cannot name a single Russian holiday.
I will send you both a picture when I get the paint. I'll send everyone because everyone's been asking about it. When I get the picture, I'll send it. But it's don't worry. I wouldn't spend that. I wouldn't spend more than like $100 on a painting. Yeah, no, don't worry.
No, but you said that, dude. You said that Russian holiday and like straight up, okay, like there's this guy I know who's Jewish, and I'm pretty sure he has a holiday once every other day. You know, I'm not sure. Like, bro, I'm kind of jealous. In high school, I had debated converting because I was like, straight up, like, this guy every other day has no school. No school. It's just like, oh, I have whatever, and I have to go home, and I'm like, oh,
there's a lot of holidays. I used to live in Israel, and that's obviously like the most Jewish country out there.
It is the one known for the Jewish people. Yes, that is correct.
That's definitely most Jewish country out there. I even speak the fucking language. I know Hebrew. It's like the most useless language to me too, because I'm banned from the country anyways. But
time out, bring it back. What do you mean you're banned from Israel? What did you do?
That?
No.
Is that like
story time?
Normal?
Story time.
Wait, that's a normal thing? Am I supposed to be banned from Israel?
Wait, am I banned?
You guys don't get banned from Israel? Is that normal for you guys?
I get an email. I'll check my email. Maybe
because this is news to me.
They send me a letter or something. I change my address. It's like an email. They text you or something. What do they call you?
Yeah. No.
Hello, you're banned from Israel
on Saturdays. Yeah. No, it's only letters because on Saturdays so they can't do that.
Okay, so no, it's not normal. So it's kind of like it's known on Twitter. Like people fucking talk about it like multiple times. But anyways, no, I did get banned from Israel. It's for the dumbest reasons. I fucked the president's daughter. No, okay, not really. No.
Okay, I was about to be most Chad way to get banned from a country literally ever, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought you were for real. Oh my god.
No, but I actually did get banned. The reason why I got banned is because I'm technically an Israeli citizen. Well, I am literally. Because my stepmother is Israeli. What happened was, and she adopted me like legally, so I'm legally her son. And what happens is, because of that, she had to give me an Israeli citizenship because I moved to Israel to like live there for a couple of years. And so I had a dual citizenship, America, Israel. And I was living in Israel for like quite a while. Anyways, I moved back to America like a couple of years down the road after living there. I think it was 5.5 years I lived in Israel. And then I stayed in America ever since. I never went back to Israel. But once I turned 18, what happens is because I'm an Israeli citizen and my stepmother was still living in Israel, and it wasn't documented that I moved back to America, I was drafted for the army. In which case I told them, like, guys, I live in fucking America now.
Yeah.
It's like, like, well, fucking too bad. We're gonna fly back to Israel to fight in the army.
Because it's mandatory there, right? You have to do like a year or something like that.
You have to do. Well, it used to be 2 years. Now it's 4 years. Sucks.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's actually wait. At what age do you have to do it? 18?
Yeah. Once you turn 18, they draft you immediately. Like you have to go straight to the army.
Damn.
Yeah. It used to be 2 years. When I was drafted, it was 2 years. So it was a better bargain for what it is now. But now I'm in a situation where like they literally were telling me like, hey, you gotta come back to Israel because you're part of us now. You're part of our culture. And I was
one of us.
I was like, no, I love America. They're like, well, if you don't come to the army, we're gonna ban you from Israel. And I was like,
darn. No, shoot.
No. I want to go back to Jerusalem. But anyways, bottom line is I got fucking banned. It was a hard decision to make. And then like a couple of years later, I tried like negotiating with the military. Like no joke, I was at the embassy and I'm calling the freaking military and shit. And I'm like, yo,
so
guys.
you just called up Israel? You were like,
hey, remember me? Hey guys.
King and I over here like, wait, how's this guy calling Israel? You just have Israel on the phone,
Casually.
Like,
hey guys.
I'm calling like the embassy over there, and I'm like, hey guys, it's been a couple of years. I think you guys can forgive me for not, coming to the army. And they tried to negotiate with me. They're like, we'll give you a deal. We'll unban you from Israel if you come back and do 2 years in the army. And I was like,
oh, so they're trying to get you.
So never got unbanned. I'm pretty sure if I try to like negotiate again, they would stretch it out to 4 years. Like, you can come back, for 4 years of army service. So
damn.
So I'm banned from Israel. I can't even fucking go back there.
That's kind of such a flex though.
Yeah.
Like even if it's for just like I moved to a different country, how cool of a flex that is. Like, can't get into that country.
Yeah.
They got a no list for me. I can't get in there.
One of my goals in Brazil was to get banned from the country. Which, by the way, I found out how to get banned. I was like,
what?
You did your research before,
Mr. Worldwide, dude.
Literally, Pitbull's been MIA for so many years. It's just you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the next Mr. Worldwide, bro. Literally, I was asking people. I go to Brazil.
Wait. Is it Mr. Worldwide though? If you were not allowed to go places?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe Mr. Can't.
I'm anti Mr. Worldwide. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm an anti-hero. I'm just banned from everywhere. What happened was I went to Brazil and I was like, how cool would it be if I got banned from Brazil? So I'm like talking to people, and everybody that I've talked to told me it's pretty much impossible to get banned from Brazil because like if it was possible to break the law there, everyone would be in jail. So I was like, no, there has to be ways. So I found out how, because my friend almost got banned. Or I think he is banned. I'm not sure. But what happened was my friend in Brazil.
I don't know a single person banned from a country until right now. And you
just
I'm like multiple people banned from different places around the world. Like, bro, the most I've been banned from is like a carnival
speed run now? You get a speed run getting banned from somewhere?
Like, yeah, this is actually impressive. This goes deep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get banned from the world. No, what happened was, so he's the only other person I know that's banned from the country. If he is, I'm not sure. I don't talk to him anymore because shit hit the fan, something happened. But anyways,
he's not alive, okay.
Okay, I actually do check regularly to make sure he's alive.
Okay.
I can't confirm he's alive.
Okay, he's alive.
I checked today.
If he's watching, welcome.
I just check on WhatsApp. I regularly check WhatsApp to make sure he's alive, bro. Because he's trapped in Brazil. He literally he forfeited his fucking United States citizenship.
Hello? What?
For fucking Brazil. But he's not even allowed in Brazil anymore. He's banned. I think he should be. Because what happened was he went there originally to stay in Brazil for like a month and then probably go back to the States, right? So he got like a visa for like a month or a passport. He overstayed a year. So
that's a little past the month.
Yeah, it's a
smidge.
A couple of months. So now he's in a position where like he what happens is for every month you overstay, you get fined. And there's a cap. It caps at like 10,000 reais, which is roughly like a little less than $2,000. But obviously,
wait, that seems like not that much money
that's not that
for staying over a year.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of crazy. But if you don't like pay it off, you go to fucking jail, obviously.
Okay.
So what happens is, or they're trying to deport you. You can choose. You
Wait, sorry. They give you a full year to pay $2,000, or then they arrest you after the year?
No, they pretty much arrest you if you're caught. Like if you let, so they're not gonna fucking. They're not gonna hunt you down.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, bro, they gave him
hey, you got a year, and then I'm coming for you.
Hey, you overstayed your visa. You got another year. You know?
Yeah, don't worry. You're on us, guys.
Don't worry about it. No, what happens is they don't fucking hunt you down. But let's say you get fined for like littering, or you get a ticket or something. If they like run your like ID through their system, they're gonna be like, oh, that's that motherfucker that overstayed. Then they arrest you like on the spot. Like they're not hunting you down. So what happens is he's in a position where he wants to become a Brazilian, like he wants to change his nationality to Brazil. But since he overstays visa, he's trying to like negotiate. But because like he doesn't want to pay the fine, the only option he has is that they deport him from Brazil for 6 months, which is like getting banned from Brazil for 6 months, and he can't come back. So I don't know if he chose that option or not. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But all things considered, I would say that is how you get banned from Brazil. You overstay your visa and then you get deported. So
that's just wild though, that like you know someone else who's also kind of banned from. So like
yeah.
Like that's crazy to me. Like, oh my gosh, like you're just casually, I'm banned from Brazil.
Can I just say, Mexico, like,
banned from Brazil,
how sketchy would it be if some guy sits beside you, Ur2Slow sits beside me, and he goes, "Hey, bro, how can I get banned from this country? Like, how do I get banned and never allowed back in this country?" Like, that is the scariest shit to hear. Like, he's like, what are you trying to do? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's just a scary thing to ask. Like, sits beside you, so how do I get banned?
I ask random strangers.
It happened before. I quit, dude. I quit. This is so stupid. This just gets more ridiculous as we go on.
I've made friends in Brazil. It's very super. People are super friendly in Brazil. That's one of the things that I love about Brazil way more than America. Yeah. Everyone's super social. Like you can go on the street and like talk to a random stranger, and you become their friend in like the next minute. So I made a couple of friends in Brazil, right? And after like being friends with them for a while, I told them my story. I was like, listen, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm banned from Israel. I tell them like that's right. They're like, I'm also gonna keep it 200 with you. I want to get banned from Brazil. How do I get banned? And like, first of all, a lot of them were like, "Why would you want to get banned from Brazil?"
Yeah,
that was always their first reaction. And they're like, "But then you won't be able to be here." Like, but then they told me that it's pretty much impossible to get banned, or else like everyone would be banned because like it's a lawless land. But
is it me? Like, is it me? Am I the one that's and just like not thinking this is ridiculous? You know what I mean? Like, you're just like kind of like, oh yeah, they're getting banned. Like this guy's banned, that guy's banned, and I'm over here like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, listen. If any stranger talks to me at an airport about anything, I'm already sketched out enough. Dude.
Yeah,
they're like, where's the bathroom? I'm like, do not even look in my direction. They're listening. The cameras are watching. If you say one wrong word, I'm in questioning with you. Don't even look my way, bro. And you're just like, yo, how do I get banned? Like from the country. Like,
keep it real with me.
I do remember I was with my friend Dalvin. He doesn't like live in Florida anymore.
Of course, his name is Dalvin. Why wouldn't it be Dalvin, right?
Like, what's wrong with the name Dalvin? You got a problem with that?
I just why wouldn't it be? You know, getting banned from places. Classic Dalvin. You know?
Oh, he didn't get banned from a fucking place.
Oh, I thought this was the okay. So many.
God damn.
The only thing I can talk about is I got banned from Club Penguin and Wells Fargo. I didn't get banned from anything else. I also got banned from like my gaming center once. That was for like something completely different.
What'd you do there?
You are such a daredevil.
You're a menace to society, bro.
Actually. Bro, he's a menace on Twitter.
It's funny because the center that I got banned from, I actually work for the person that owns it now. So, but what happened was, the reason I got banned from that center is something very stupid. So, normally, I usually hang out.
Would you overstay past opening hours? You're like, hey, it's 3 a.m. I ain't leaving. Charge me, bitch. I ain't going nowhere.
Is there a place where you're not banned from? Like, seriously, like, at this point.
My house, possibly. That's about it.
Possibly.
You don't even know. Oh my.
But like, I was like, what happened was they were streaming, and I usually hang out in the stream room, and usually like no one gives a fuck because it's like no one really watches the stream. It's like a 30-man. It's like a 30-man Smash Bros tournament. Who gives a fuck? So one day I got bored, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna sabotage the stream. So I posted spaghetti on the stream, and it was just like the stream went from Smash Bros to just spaghetti tutorials. And normally I was like, yo, it's kind of funny. But then I found out that that tournament was sponsored. that specific day.
Mm.
Usually, that's not a normal thing. That is just that specific day was sponsored. So fucking the owner goes up. He's like, "Who the fuck posted spaghetti on the stream?" And I was like, "Yo, boy." So he banned me. He banned me for a month. It wasn't like a permanent.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, bro! Like, I think the most I've ever been banned from or for was I went to a carnival one time, and so I got banned from 2 places. One was a ride because I spat off of the ride, and it didn't hit anyone, but the guy noticed and said, "You're banned," and I went, "Okay." It was like a shitty ride. I didn't care. But another one was because I was cleaning out this guy's carnival game booth. It was the game where you have the ball and it's the basket at the 45-degree angle, and you have to throw the ball in the basket, and it has to stand there. I took like 3 jumbo prizes from him, and he was like, "All right, get the fuck out of here." He was not having it after that. But other than that, that's it. Those are like the only 2 things I can think I've ever been like.
My ban streak started when I was like, I would say 8, 9.
You started
Oh,
young.
my god.
You were ready.
No.
You came out and you were like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get banned."
Because I went to the store once. I remember. I was a Sonic fan when I was a kid, and I went to this toy store, and this was in Israel, and I saw they had like Sonic X figures, and I flipped shit. I was like, "No fucking way," because you don't usually get stuff like that in Israel. You don't get like Sonic toys. When I saw it, I don't know what happened. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I definitely did something ballistic that warranted a ban because they kicked me out of the fucking store like 5 minutes after I found out about it.
King, just
I'm just thinking about my life. I don't think I've been banned for anything.
I don't even think I could think of King doing like
I'm just
like
anything.
I don't remember what.
Yeah.
I legit
No,
don't
King
remember.
seems like the kind of guy who's like he drops something and he's putting something back on the shelf, and like some
Yeah.
employee yells at him. He's like, "Sorry, shit!" Like, you know, like you'd get in trouble for like the most BS reason at a store. And Sebastian's over here just like, "Yeah, I took the Sonic figure. I fucking
Yeah.
got banned from Brazil and Israel." You know, so, like
What's
No,
next?
but-
What's the next
I know.
place?
Yeah, I remember I was talking to my friend Dalvin about this. I told him that I was banned from Brazil one day. Like he was driving me home because we're with my we're at my friend's like birthday party or whatever. So he drives me home. I forgot how this story came up. I told him, "Yeah, I'm banned from Brazil, from Israel. My bad, not Brazil." I said I'm banned from Israel, and he just looks at me. He's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'm banned from Brazil. What? What's the problem?" He's like looking at me while he's driving. He's like, "Bro, why are you acting like this is normal?" And I was like, "What do you mean it's not normal?" He's
because
like,
it's just a
"No."
regular any day for you to
Yeah.
ban from a country, banned from a store. It's
No,
just,
he's like, no, stop it. This is not normal people stuff. He was like, he felt like offended, but I was like, acting like it was normal.
I mean,
But,
like, I respect it though, because you have your thing. No one else has come onto the
That's true.
podcast and boasted about being banned from countries.
That's true.
So like that is your thing. You could look back
Yeah.
on this and be like, I run that. You
Dude,
know?
it's like if on Twitter, freaking Israelis harass me like every month. I'm not even joking. Like once a month, Israelis will literally just pop up on my tweets just to taunt me because I'm banned from their country. They write it in Hebrew too, but I can read it. They just say like they're saying bullshit. I forgot what they said, but they said like they're gonna steal my kneecaps or something. Or like Sonic mains are not welcome in my.
Wait, stop, rewind. Why of all the body parts to steal off of somebody, why the kneecaps?
I don't know. They're out of pocket over there.
That's so specific. Like
That's-
because
yeah.
at least with like the organs you can sell. Or like a hand, like, oh, you can't game, you can't use that hand anymore. An ear, someone knows you're in some gang ties or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, like a pinky finger. They wanted
Israeli
your
humor-
kneecaps. Some guy on Twitter DM'd you and was like, "I'm gonna take those fucking kneecaps."
It's just because it's like you just want them to feel the pain. It's like cutting 3 tires out of 4 so they don't get car insurance. You know what I mean? Like you just want to like ruin their. It's not about winning. It's about the message being sent. It's not even about like you can't use kneecaps after. But he'll never run, dude.
Oh my gosh, he'll never walk again. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
get
sorry.
fucked out,
No,
kid.
for real. I don't know. Israeli humor is way different than like American humor. I can vouch for
Wait,
that.
that's supposed to be funny? Yo,
Yeah.
bro, let me tell
Hey, it
you
was
this
fun.
one I heard the other day. Let me tell you, bro, this guy,
I
I took his kneecaps. Oh, this is like a classic Israeli saying, bro. Just like, oh, classic. You know, classic Sebastian with the kneecaps, bro. You know?
Oh, dude. I mean, I can in New York, there's similar humor to that in New York at least. 'Cause I used to live in New York too. Well, probably one of like the funniest things I saw in New York was you know how like I don't know if it's like in Canada, but usually in America in the gym locker room, there's like metal benches that are like literally like attached to the floor. Do you guys like have like
some
benches?
gyms, yeah, we have some benches like that. It depends on the gym, but yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, I'm talking about like gyms in like school, like not like a regular gym.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, no, but yes to both. Like yes and no to both. I've seen them.
You'll have like like metal benches that are like literally like attached to the floor.
Right.
I remember one day I just walk into gym class and the fucking benches got like someone literally sawed it off.
That's some Detroit shit. How do you get away with that?
I don't know. Why would you steal a bench in the first place? First of all, like, why would you steal a bench? I don't know what someone needed a bench so fucking badly.
Bro, you say why would you steal a bench, but like, someone's stealing other people's kneecaps out there, so like everyone's got a reason for something, right?
I don't know. Like, there's no fucking benches there. I was like,
King's over here, like, bro,
I'm just like,
no clue,
dude. What is even like? What is like? I understand America's wildin', but like a whole bench. What the fuck do you do with a whole bench?
Earlier in the podcast, I was like, oh, America and Canada are like culturally similar, kind of.
No.
And then now you're like, oh, this guy just took a bench out of the back, like
a whole bench.
That's not an American thing. That's a New York thing. That shit was normal in New York.
Oh my god.
I walked into the train station once. I walked into a train. There's a fucking baby.
Okay, wait, Heike. Yeah, your subways in New York, like those subways are actually completely different breed, bro.
No, they're a different world. Like they're fucking. Outside of like the people that keep dancing in the trains. Like probably the wildest experience. I have a picture. I could probably post it to Discord later, and you guys can put it in the video. It's literally like I saw a baby shark just fucking in the train. Like it's just on the floor. It's like
a fish, like an actual fish, like an actual.
It was like no, it was like an actual baby shark, like an infant shark. Like it was like this big, just like on the fucking ground.
Like moving or just dead or like.
No, it was dead. It was just fucking dead.
I was like, wait, like they can't breathe. My brain had to work double time on that one.
It just vibed. But like, who the fuck brings a baby shark to a train and just drops it on the floor? Oh, it's my bad. I dropped my baby shark.
I feel like you can't be like that surprised though if it's New York.
Yeah.
Like, if it was in Toronto, I would be like, okay, that's kind of weird. But if it's just like, oh, it's just another
Florida.
commute.
No, now that I'm in Florida, I look back at a lot of things in New York and realize like how fucking insane it was. But when I was living in New York, at the moment it's like, oh, look at that shit. I just take a picture. And I was
bro, I like how something's so insane for you in like in New York that even when you're in Florida of all places, you're like, damn, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's way crazy.
Like, bro,
New York is a different type of insane. And in Florida, it's a lot more tame depending on where you are. Like in Fort Lauderdale, like realistically, it's tame. Like I don't have any like the only crazy story I have is like cracking LeBron James at Sears. But like. Yeah. Outside of all that, like, there's nothing really crazy happening in Fort Lauderdale. So usually, like, in other areas, closer to
bro, now I feel like a chum because, like, nothing crazy ever happens here according to everything you've just said in the last 50 minutes, dude.
I mean,
like, I'm from Toronto, and I'm like, oh, yeah, the downtown's sometimes kind of murked. But
yeah, a little scary.
Like,
sometimes you guys have a lot of snow, you know? That's pretty good.
I guess the snow builds character, you know? It does some different things.
I've never been to Canada, but like from what I've seen, I never imagined Canada to be like a super like live, exciting place that like crazy shit happens.
It depends where you are. I mean, like there's some neighborhoods in like Toronto and like I'm sure the Vancouver with King that are just like you go in there and you're like, oh my god, like it feels like a
it's wild.
Especially, I mean, like even like Toronto's like one of the most multicultural cities in the world. So like everywhere you go, it's like you're seeing different shit, regardless of which neighborhood you're in or anything like that. Like, there's nothing that's the same, which I think is a big strength of the city. It's really cool.
Yeah,
you know,
dude. So one more story, I guess, from being banned. You know what Wells Fargo is?
Just casually, yeah, go for it.
I've heard of it.
Well, I was like, I made a tweet about it. I'll just drop it because I swear to you guys. Like, I know a lot of shit sounds way too fucking insane, but I promise you guys I cannot make this shit up. So, here's a tweet. In the tweet, if you look, there's literally a screenshot I took of the paper. Because Wells Fargo sent me a fucking letter. Because what happened was, I got banned from Wells Fargo. I'm not going to go into details why, but let's just say, I got involved in, like, some illegal gold trade that I don't want to talk about. But the money was being...
What? I don't understand, King. I don't. Is it me?
Well,
hello?
It wasn't entirely my fault, though. It wasn't entirely my fault. I was a victim. And so I got banned from Wells Fargo. And I got banned for 2 years. They literally just recently unbanned me, like, I would say whenever I made this tweet, so October, they unbanned me on October last year because they apparently it's been an ongoing investigation. I didn't even fucking know about, but they're investigating it for like the past 2 years, and I was just banned from Wells Fargo. And I just switched up. I had to switch to Chase because what happened was I remember I go back to Wells Fargo because I called them. I was like, hey, how much money I got on my account? And they're like, we're not gonna tell you because you're banned. I was like, the fuck you mean I'm banned? So I go to like a nearby Wells Fargo to see what's going on, and the dude tells me, he's like, the first thing he tells me is like, if I were you, I would run to another bank right now, and I would try to like make a new account immediately before you get blacklisted in the country. I was like, what? Like, because apparently if you get banned from a major bank, like any bank in America, you get blacklisted, and every major bank in the country.
Really?
Yeah. So and you get blacklisted for 5 years, and then after 5 years.
God.
So
Wow.
I was about to get banned from every bank in the country for 5 years. So I was
Well,
like,
I mean, what is that? Is that more of a flex to you though than the Israel? Like you could just been like, bro, I got banned from all the major banks, bro. But
Yeah.
like, bro, I feel like you got such crackhead friends because like this is just nothing new to you. Where you guys are just constantly one upping each other.
Yeah.
The places where you can get banned from. I got banned from all the major banks.
Yeah.
I just got banned from the entire nation of Israel. Yeah. Like. Holy
oh, it's Florida. Obviously, it's crackhead friends. I definitely have the biggest list of banned places, though. Like all my friends, by far.
I mean, you win. You win. The ban
biggest
award,
flex is
the Content Cave ban award goes to you.
Yeah, you 100%. We have an award show.
Slow,
yeah.
We'll call it like the Cavers or something like that. I'm like the fucking presented to Ur2Slow. Most bands, you know.
My biggest flex is Club Penguin. I'll tell you about that after this. No, but like they sent me a letter. My bad, to the in October. I remember it was an apology letter saying that like I was wrongfully banned. So I'm not banned anymore. They unbanned me. I think.
Well,
I don't know. Because either they're apologizing and they didn't unban me, or they apologized and unbanned me. I didn't bother to check anyways because I'm Chase now. But they said we're sorry that we banned you. And as a sign of like an apology, they gave me $150. I think it was 200 or 150. So they literally gave me money. Yeah, so they gave me money.
I would have stickled that. Like I would have actually been like, bro, you banned me. Like,
no, exactly. That was an investment. So like,
you got
banned,
about that.
so I could get $200 later in the future.
I respect that.
True.
Oh
Hustle.
my
Hustle
gosh.
strong.
I bought this mic with the money. That's literally what I used the money.
We making the bag just get banned
True.
from Wells Fargo.
Okay.
I got banned for all the
Step one, get banned. Step 2, profit. That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Oh my god. Okay. We got 10 minutes left. So we're gonna drop the classic content cave question. That's alliteration.
Mm-hmm.
Classic content cave question. Yeah, I'd be spitting, bro. All right. We didn't even touch about gaming this podcast, which is actually so great.
Which is
That's
good.
So cool.
We're trying to go.
I don't think we've ever really gone a podcast without gaming, but I mean, like, frankly, it's
we're dealing with fucking Bandman over here, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, exactly. We don't need to, right? But okay, this one is gaming specific.
Yeah.
And we just want to know, okay, in any competition, any tournament you've ever been to across your years of playing competitive video games, what is the weirdest or strangest interaction with someone you've ever had at a tournament?
I'll be honest, like, I don't actually. Now that I think about it, okay, I remember one.
Everybody's got one.
I remember one.
I was gonna say that. I was like, bro, if you have stories about being banned from Israel and you don't have one story about a guy at a venue like throwing his controller, then I quit. I mean,
I have stories like that, but like I feel like that's normal. Like everyone,
right?
Yeah. I have if you're talking about, I have a couple of things I can think about.
Yeah, I mean, like the weirdest, like going to archives. Like, we want the weird shit.
I'm creating a weird fucking interaction. Like, for example, like, I brought an alien once to my local. Like, fucking, it was not a literal alien, but, like, it was a fucking, like, mannequin of an alien. And I had everyone take pictures.
Okay, I was very confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, I guess in terms of, like, not different, but, like, in terms of actual, like, uncomfortable weird, I would say probably the weirdest interaction, as I remember, I was at Super Smash Con. This was, I think it was the last one or the one before that. And I was with Wrath, and me and Wrath were like playing like, Sonic Deals or whatever. Normal Sonic shit. Yeah. And usually a lot of times what happens is like, which is fine. I don't mind this. A lot of people like that play Sonic will come up to us and be like, yo, you're too slow, Wrath, like stuff like that, right? And we would like try to talk to us, like when I get games with us or like autograph or whatever. Yeah. But there was this one kid that like he came up to us and he was just standing there. He didn't really say anything. He just kind of stared. And after a while of playing, you know, he asked to play. I was like, okay, sure. So we were playing with him for a little bit, and then when we're done, I was like, all right, let's go get some meat. So we get up, me and Raph, and we're gonna go to like the hotel or something real quick before we go out to eat. And while we're walking, this person's like following us, and we're like, okay. So we walk outside the venue, thinking like at that point, you know, he's gonna stop. He walks outside the venue with us, and it's not like he's walking next to us that we can tell him like, what are you doing? It was more like he was keeping like a 20-foot distance, and
that's
and
like
then,
the worst number possible. That's
yeah. and then me and Raph literally walked like 2 blocks, and this dude's still following us, and like we just look at each other like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And after like we're a block away from the hotel, he finally just kind of like realized like, I guess they don't like don't want to hang out with me or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was going for. But then he walks and he turns away. But like, I guess that's probably the weirdest interaction I've had, because like that's just like I mean, a lot of people. I know a lot of people in the Smash community don't have like social cues, or like they don't like recognize a lot of situations. But like, if you're following someone around the venue and then you walk out the venue, you don't follow them outside the venue. Like, you don't follow them, period. But if you're following them outside the venue, that's like a different level. Because now, like,
yeah,
it's like you're not even in the setting of Smash Bros. You're not even in the setting of like the video game. You're now outside, and it was a kid too. It was like, he definitely was not old enough to be without a parent. So
like, how old would you guess though?
I would say like maybe 12, 13.
Okay, see, here's the thing. We've had like, this is not the first time that another player who's been on this podcast has given a similar answer to that, right? But at least this one, I can play it off as like, oh, he's probably like some like preteen, you know, like you know, maybe a bit weird, but he likes the like you guys and your gameplay or whatever. But like the other one was like a grown ass man, like 20 years old or something, like 22, 25, something like that. And so we're over here like, bro, at least this one's like still weird. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, like, you know, at least I didn't deal with that. Luckily, if it was like somewhere like 10 or below, obviously, then I would turn around and be like, hey, where's your parent? Like, like, it's 12, 13. It was like, he probably found his way back or some shit, but like it's still weird. But that's probably like the strangest, quote unquote, most uncomfortable thing I have ever experienced. I probably have different stories, but I can't think of them right now. But that's probably the weirdest thing that comes up to mind right now.
Well, I mean, hey, granted, it's still pretty weird.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no one ever wants to get tracked around like that at the venue, bro.
No offense, like I know a lot of great people in the Smash community, but like a large portion of it can make people uncomfortable. It's very common. And I feel like when I go to events, it's very common to run into strange things that make me and like other people uncomfortable. Because Smashers are like a different breed sometimes.
Bro, they built different.
Actually,
this isn't like a person specifically, but one thing that speaks of like Smashers is I remember when I went to Frostbite. This was like 2020. Yeah, Frostbite 2020.
Yeah.
Dude, that is probably usually when I go into a venue, you know, like the whole meme of like, oh, it stinks in here or something. Like it's
bro, stinky. I went to that event. I knew you were about to say that. I knew you were about to say that. Yeah.
I know people talk about that. I usually don't notice it. Probably because like I usually don't notice it. But the only time I definitely noticed it is when I walked into the Frostbite 2020 venue. Dude, I live in Florida. I live next to the fucking swamp. I know what it feels like, bro. I felt right at home when I walked in that venue because that shit stink. Not only did it stink, it felt humid.
Yeah, you could feel the warmth, bro. I know exactly. I was there too. Thank God, by the way. Okay, blessing and a curse, but I think I have the world's worst sense of smell. And this is not just like I have corona and I don't know it. I just have I have a really bad sense of smell, right? But like I could get a whiff of it and I was like, okay, this is pretty bad. So like I could only imagine what everyone else in the venue was going through.
It was so bad. It was horrible. Yeah, I've never complained about the smell. And I've been to a lot of events. I've never once complained about the smell, except for that one time at Frostbite 2020. That was terrible.
I mean, it's still a great event, but granted, it was great. We definitely they proved that Smashers got that reputation. We didn't really shut that up, too much. So I mean, that's on us. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Ur2Slow, thank you for coming on. Sebastian, thank you for coming on. Drop all your socials. Do it right now. Let them know where to find you.
All right. Yo, follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube. That thing is booming right now. I've been getting like thousands of subs like every like week now. So it's right now. Check out my YouTube channel. It's Ur2Slow, obviously. Check out my Twitch, Ur2Slow_. Check out my Twitter, Ur2Slow_ as well. I'm planning on transitioning my streams from Twitch to YouTube for reasons. But definitely check out those 3 main things. That's pretty much it.
If you ain't following him, hit it up. Go
Do it,
follow
yeah.
it right now. Drop it. And again, thank you for coming on. This was
Thank
hella
you.
fun.
problem.
Hopefully you don't get banned from places in
That'd
the
be cool.
meantime until we can come across each other out of land. But I
That'd be cool.
imagine knowing what I've gotten from you from this conversation,
Oh
you're
my God.
probably going to end up getting banned from places.
Hopefully not
yeah.
from any major events.
Hopefully not. Fingers crossed, bro. All right, well, that's gonna do it from me and King. Episode
Yes.
10 is next week. Also, we're gonna drop it low key. We have a logo in the works, and it's fire. And like literally and metaphorically, it's so clean. And so when we have all the graphic stuff updated, you guys are gonna love that. So stay tuned for the logo. It's actually heat, okay? But that's it. Thank you, fellas. See ya.